What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you how you can complete the Veles Labyrinth Legend Lost Sector fast and easy. This is of course going to be a pretty good farm for exotics if you're trying to get better stat roll exotics you currently have, or any of the new exotics with Beyond Light. So I'm hoping that this quick guide will help you out. I'm going to go over what weapons and mods you want to make sure you're using, as well as doing a quick walkthrough through the Lost Sector itself. If this guide helps you out, let me know in the comment section down below, and if you want to check out more guides like this one, remember to click subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Let's get started. Alright, so first up, let's go over the build that you'll want to have to make this easiest for everyone. I wanted to make something that's accessible for most people, so I'm not going to be using any crazy Charged with Light builds or Warmind Cell builds, or I'm not going to be using any raid weapons as well. So as far as the weapon goes, you're going to need something for Unstoppable and something for Anti-Barrier. So for Anti-Barrier, I'm going to have Cold Denial, a pulse rifle. For Unstoppable, I'm going to be using a mod on the artifact for shotguns to give me Unstoppable, and you're going to want something at long range for good DPS. I've chosen to use Xenophage. You can also use Queenbreaker's Bow or Whisper of the Worm. Any of those will be fine. I am going to be on Stasis subclass. You can use any subclass you want. Does not really matter. Anything that's going to help you survive a little bit better, especially if you're under level. When it comes to your exotic of choice for your armor, again, anything that's going to help you survive. I'm a hunter, so I'm going to choose Wormhusk Crown, so every time I dodge, I'm going to get my health back. So if you're a Warlock or a Titan, obviously it's going to be a little bit different. Now, when it comes to what mods I'm using on this build, again, I'm using really basic, easily accessible mods. That way anybody can pick it up and give it a try to get some of the new exotics. First up, let's go over the Unstoppable mods. Unstoppable Shotgun is going to be on the artifact. It does cost 7, but it's going to give your shotgun unstoppable rounds. And then we also do have Anti-Barrier for our pulse rifle, so these are going to be the two champion mods we're using. As far as the chest piece goes, I do have 2 concussive dampener mods. You can stack these. You can also choose to use arc resistance or even melee damage resistance, as there's a bunch of thrall in this Lost Sector. Moving down to the boots, any of these where you pick up orbs and it does something will be good. I chose Absolution. Reduces all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an orb, as well as better already, your health begins to regenerate immediately after you pick up an orb. These are going to just help you stay alive a little bit longer. Next up, for the cloak, I have Thermal Overload Grenades. Solar and Stasis Grenades cause disruption. We don't have any Overload champions, so it's not really necessary, but I think that it does help. Also, Surge Eater recharges your grenade ability whenever you disrupt a champion. So this is going to be very helpful as we're destroying champions. So this is our loadout that we use, all of the mods and the weapons. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the gameplay. Now, when you first spawn in the labyrinth area, it can be pretty easy to get lost. So if you want to follow this path, there's going to be a few thrall that spawn in. At the first fork in the road, you're going to want to hang a left. Continue down this path, and then you're going to see 3 different branching pathways. You want to go towards the blue light. That's the way you want to go. Now to the right path here, there will be some thrall that spawn, so you want to make sure to kill them, so that way they don't spawn behind you. Move into the blue room, and there's going to be some thrall that spawn in. Go ahead and kill them. And as you move forward, there will be some cursed thrall that spawn as well. Now occasionally I have seen it where cursed thrall will fall through the ceiling and they'll just keep spawning. Just keep killing them until there's no more. Now as you proceed down, I have seen this happen a couple times where the barrier champion will spawn behind me somehow. I think if you go too quickly down there, he can find his way around through the labyrinth behind you. So just be aware, he could spawn behind you. But with the barrier champions, what you want to do is try to stun him. And then once he throws up his barrier, that's when you want to switch to your anti-barrier rounds. If you're not used to taking out anti-barrier champions, it is a little different from taking out other champions. But it's not too hard once you know how to expect when they'll show up. Continue on down the path and clearing out all the thrall. There's going to be a bunch of cursed thrall, so make sure to watch out for them. Again, remember, if you're doing the 1250 Lost Sector, you do have limited revives, and every time you kill a champion, you will get another revive. Now, as you reach the opening down here, you want to try to take out as many of these acolytes as you can from long range. That way they don't cause you issues when you try to move up the stairs. At the top of the stairs there will be one more anti-barrier champion. So again, you want to try to use your xenophage or whatever your DPS weapon is to stun him. Do a little bit of damage, get him to pop his anti-barrier shield, and then hit him with the anti-barrier rounds. And that's going to make it the easiest way to take him out. Now once you do come up the stairs, there will spawn a bunch of thrall, so just be aware of that. Make sure to kill all the thrall, and they do hurt, so make sure you don't get hit by a whole bunch of them. Now once you jump across this gap here, there's going to be the unstoppable ogre right around the corner, so just a heads up. This is where we want our unstoppable shotgun. So I'm going to throw a grenade to try to slow him a bit, and then just hit him with the unstoppable, and then you can defeat that champion. Overall, I found running shotguns for unstoppable is way easier than hand cannons, specifically on this lost sector. Now once you reach the final area here, the wizard will have a solar shield, so that's where you want to make sure you have solar. So once we kill that wizard, the rest of the enemies will spawn. Now from the portal on the right side and the left side, you can see all the enemies spawn. On the right side there will be 2 knights with arc shields. You'll want to take them out. And again, this is where our shotgun will come in handy. So this is a good time you can pop your super to clear as many of the low tier adds as you can. Once we clear the 2 knights with the shields, then we can go ahead and start doing damage on the boss, but I like to do it from a distance. So I'll come back over here towards the beginning and basically just peek shoot at the boss with xenophage or whatever your DPS weapon is. But that's going to be it, how you can do the Veles Labyrinth pretty easily, fast and quick. It's going to be a pretty easy farm for exotics. So if this guide helps you out, let me know in the comment section down below. What's the best stat roll exotic you've gotten from this lost sector? I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. But that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. And if you want to check out another guide like this one, you can click the link on screen now. I'll see you guys in the next video.